Hey guys, what's up? It's me, TheFearRaiser, and today I wanted to tell you a story. Now, this is a different story than the other stories I tell, different from the awkward, different from the scary. This story is probably by far one of the most incredible things that's ever happened to me in my life. So, about 2 years ago, way back in, I think this was in May. This was in early May. We were in 2 weeks' time from then, we were going to go to Florida. So that was cool. You know, things were looking pretty good, I guess. And my cat, Comment, we own 3 cats, a dog, a rabbit. We have quite some animals in the house. But Comet seems to be like my cat in a way, because he always comes up to me. He always claws at my door to get in every night to sleep on my bed. I always wake up and he's on my bed. He's always, cuddling into me and stuff. We just kind of bonded over the past few years. He's a really, really great cat. He's like 7. He's a fluffy, orange, cute little cat, and I love him to death. And so that's the description for Comet right there. But then one day, someone left the door open downstairs. And we couldn't find Comet for a few hours, and it turned out that he got out. I was devastated. My brother was devastated as well, and we went around the entire day that day that happened looking for him, and we couldn't get any luck. So we ended up printing out a bunch of lost pictures, looking for him, offering a reward. I was offering to pay like $1,000. I can't even remember. I love him to death. I wanted people to find him, and we put them up everywhere in our community. We put them up everywhere. Now, this happened for 5 days straight. Looking around everywhere. I'd come home from school and I would look around. I'd get a few calls here and there, telling me they saw an orange cat up the road, down the road. But on the 5th day, I think, is where things get grim. So I got a call from a guy saying that he thought he saw an orange cat up the road. So I had to pick up my girlfriend like in about 20 minutes. So I went up to look myself. I couldn't seem to find anything, and I told my brother to go up and look. And I drove off to get my girlfriend, and as I'm driving, I get a call from my brother, and my brother, all he's saying is, "He's dead. I found him. He's dead. He's dead." And I was in utter shock. I just turned my car around and drove back to find this orange cat on the ground. The thing is, he wasn't there when I left, so this just happened when I left. And he had been hit by a car. And I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know what to do. I mean, we put him in a blanket, and then you could tell that he was dead, but we still brought him to the vet, and I mean, all they did was put him in a box. So that drive home, I wasn't thinking at all. So by the time I got home, I hadn't been crying or anything. I had just been I couldn't believe. I was in utter shock that this was even happening right now. I was so devastated, and I mean, I just took the shovel. I just got out of my car, I just took the shovel, and I just went to the back of my backyard, and I just dug a hole. And I didn't think, I just did it. And I didn't talk, I just went to the back, and I just dug a hole. And I don't even think I was thinking when I was doing that. I was just in so much disbelief. But I think by the time I had dug the hole and I placed the box in the hole, that's when it started hitting me. And that's when it started really, really getting hard for me. And never in my life have I ever cried as hard as I did that day. But we buried him. I had flowers. I put them there. And that was that. The next day, I tried to, be a little happier. I tried to bond with my brother because we both seemed to have a really hard time that day. So we just kind of hung out and drove around. It was actually kind of nice, and it was great. Later that night, I went home with my girlfriend, and we just kind of, hung out. My mom was out, and she went for a walk. And I remember exactly what I was doing that day when this happened. I was watching the trailer for All Stars or whatever for PS Vita or PS3. I was watching the cool trailer for it. And as I was watching it, my mom, she busts through the door downstairs, and all I hear is her screaming, and I just get up and I run, and all I hear is, I found him, he's alive. And I'm like, what? And as I'm running down the hall, because I'm upstairs, I see this orange cat run up the stairs and run into my mom's room. And I thought I was seeing a ghost. I didn't know what I was seeing. I was just, what? I was like, didn't we just bury him? And I went into my mom's room, and it was him. He was alive. And it turns out that the cat we buried wasn't our cat. It was a cat that looked like our cat, a cat that was also orange, but he wasn't our cat. My mom had been walking around outside, and my mom's really optimistic, and, she believes in, I don't know, I'm just very glad she did what she did that night. She was walking around with the dog, but she was calling out Comet's name for some reason. I don't think she believed that the cat was dead. But either way, he came to her, and she brought him home. And it's been 2 years now from that day. And he's still around here. He's still mine. He's still sleeping with me every night. And I couldn't be happier. Hey guys, I hope you did enjoy that animated story. It was animated beautifully by Angel X Mikey. You should totally check his channel out when you get the chance. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Alright guys, thank you again so much, and I will see you in the next video.